Abusu na wie samu hamu akwa badba Amanyosem dwumadi original TV na ye match bosom de toso eda aduonu nan ena ne da Ghana sana hini konofrata ne aban hyehye omode gu akom hwese sabre aho kire Ghana for yo mu no yebetimi asia no na question me bisa won say ensema finance minister de betu dwa no wote ase sei anamo aba ne tuo no wone aban eya adwen oye gidi se eno ne kwampa yebetimi afaso ama ho kire ye a yewo mu ye ho atimi abrebre ho ase na se na wo so hu no dwumadi ye ka wo se ani wo na edi ntuko social media handles no so a original TV GH on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram ne nyina no original TV GH oko YouTube so a original TV GH obetima hwe ho so amatima na mo Facebook a no abo modern se obetimi a share no a like a page ne se de be edwumadi ahodo nyina no so obetimi enya bi etie da ne da nyina no ho de ekoso ewo ye maimu na o hwe so na e wusi de numbers na to so WhatsApp number no a no obetimi attest wo so wadwen kire fa dwumadi ne nkoma ya twetwe ho no na waso atimi ade afa me kan se wo call dashboard no so obehu akuafo TV no ano original TV firu na ka chen se bre na so se ye de dwumadi ade ebro na me kan se eye Amanyosem dwumadi ade bro from na nan kosi na numi nyame adom a epu bosum ne ewramu a ye de be bro from anwumre nonkron ekokosi eye anajo nondu baako tene don hwiri mienu ye ba Ghana nsem nyina no ye de nyina be manya no kwan sakra ahodo bebre na eba original TV and original FM dwumadi ahodo mti month of April ne de ye month of original TV and original FM e den hyehyɛ ahodo ne dwumadi bebre e de ebro me am de dwumadi acha me yam so for samo honto the captain of the dress ene finance minister kasa na otwe esimu Bank of Ghana the governor wakasa Omampeni na Nado Dankwa Kufuado wakasa sanso na Ghana sana hene kenofrata akasa enyane nkyese bosum ebesimu eye April no the vice president the head of economic management team ono so ebekasa ede afam basisi ade miensa no na yehwe ba didi nkan Omampeni na Nado Dankwa Kufuado enura council of state members kyerese se de niamasi kono so akate omallowance ede mamu bosum bia no omate so 20%. Na bre dwumadi no koso Omampeni na Nado ka semi fa Ghana economy ho yentie do Omampeni na Nado ekaye na ye body tew sanse mpanyimfo na omo ha ba no ano ode nti mu hia bre yenko eye screen so na hwe de Omampeni na Nado Dankwa Kufuado ene okaye nra ode etudwa fa se de Ghana sikasem esi etie first time na Nado admit say Ghana's economy face challenges yenhwe Omampeni.
It is no secret that our economy is going through difficult times. It is also no secret that we're not alone in that exercise. The many of the phenomena that we're facing are phenomena that are apparent in many other parts of the world as well. But that doesn't therefore mean that government is impotent in trying to find solutions.
We Omampeni na Nado Dankwa Kufuado o se akine bia ni hu se Ghana sikasem ye wahu ye hia mu na akine bia so ni hu se abane ye do betimi ya so betimi atoto enema ye na Bank of Ghana ye hwe na wotwe ewe omo so nsema omode etudwa the governor of the Bank of Ghana actually said enema the Bank of Ghana monetary policy committee omo nsema omode abane omo say the bank's business and consumer confidence survey conducted in February 2022 omo chese bosumi etwa no omne amam hwe nkrofo adwen bi se bisa omo said omo gidie wo Ghana sikasem no tuti omo so kan the consumer confidence dipped by 0.7% point I say omanfo gidie wo sikasem no akofom eye ohomabo pen hwe akiripo enso the business confidence declined by 9.6 percentage point I say omo do musika ewura eye nwuma hoduro mu dwetira hodo businesses no omo so omo gidie na ratio omo sikasem no ekofom ohomabo pen eye ohomabo pen kunu akiripo ensia. Consumers were mainly concerned about the persistent increase in fuel prices, increases in transportation fares, and rising inflation. Na Ghana for any consumer minu mienu yeni ye ton consumers no na ye dwene ho aye petrol bo a ekosoro enyama bo a ekosoro afesu so eye ye seed na ho ade kofom no eno ne ade a Bank of Ghana for hunu se omonhwe mom ye ne chese Ghana for concern pa eno no said the Bank of Ghana for ade etudwa eno na uhwe anamonto ba akoso mu etu omo say the committee has decided to increase the policy rate by 250 basis point to 17%. They say a year policy rate and instead of Mukanomatum, they call a year 70%. Omujini Salon betumi aboama dollar no etimi stay say dem krofo yi ni e de to pasa san for the increase policy rate na free say no betimi ama dollar na etimi stay na fe yesi de no so ahoden etimi akoso the upward policy rate adjustment the Bank of Ghana would effective Bank of Ghana will effective April 1 2022 say dwumade we nyina policy rate no policy omode aba nyina no nyame adom a April bosumi de din kan ne de toso ne de din kan kra no ena esha sentinya sha sisi pa no hu the cash reserve ratio is increased to 12%. Now I say yesika ye DSC reserve daachi ahuhia mu no o che say abana timatun de ko hamabo pen eyedumienu Bank of Ghana anamonto amo etune abanaba omo ebo edebre na oto aso Bank of Ghana aka pempeso yesika sem no esi etie titru ne yeka yede yenko yanim ewo honom na yenhwe se de eno so nchiremo de about stock of public debt which increased to 80.1% of GDP. They say yeka no as at 2021 December ko na wie no Bank of Ghana see yeka ye di oman Ghana yeka ye di no 351.8 billion Ghana cedis. 351.8 billion Ghana cedis yeka ye di say oman no. Domestic debt was 181.8 billion. That's 41.4% to a GDP. Domestic, say by memu a cow money do a memu kwano 181.8 billion. What did so man Ghana Japadi ho I say your hamabo paying eduanaba kwechiri 9. Samsung call external debt was 170 billion, 38.7% of GDP. The other say yeka edi wa manone bosia ho do ayaje no. And also so 170 billion Ghana rate to Ghana Japadi or Hua. Ayo Hamabo Pen Duasan what we and so said that the Bank of Ghana at the to Adrian. Say Obibusa Ghana at the Cassia Yakano 351.8 billion as at December 31st, 2021. But you see 2022 January, February, March no and also so the enyama but as at 2021 kwana wie no near the 351.8 billion. Now yanhwe anamobi abani si wotu ede boase de be yesika smarton srepe ano betimi abrase. The first one aban ede atodwa yanhwe de ekoso aban kire se woni na so afo omo aketi omo tete so se de be betimi ama ahokyere ahotona timi abafom kakra se sika ne ditua aba adwumafo ka no eyade a ekoso pacha be yenko eye aban adwumafo aketua no na yenhwe se de esi etie aban kire se adwumafo aketua one na so afo no eyade a wotete o marketua so be se o hamabo pay eye eduasa na eno so ye kwan ba kwa aban free so betimi afa so me pacho fameko eye minister eye pay aketua no ne yenhwe se de eno so se de nkontabo no esitie sansa aban kire se no ne kwan po betimi afa so one na so afo no don't bet me aye ade abwa kakra no estimated salaries of top government officials the city and cabinet ministers or market year any omoji 16,423 Ghana cedis abane chese ade awatime artist reduction 20% and ya to market year so by 3,284 Ghana cedis 6 pesos sa pepepe anabana artist so until say omo beje everyone say 13,000 so market year be 13,138 Ghana cedis for pesos. So and a Minister of State, almost market year 15,967 Ghana cedis. Yet to 20% no amounted to a year 3,193.4 pesos. And they say Ministers of State aketua be 12,773 Ghana cedis 6 pesos. Regional ministers almost aketua 15,967 Ghana cedis. Almost yet so by 20%, it almost yet so amounted to 3,193 Ghana cedis 4 pesos. It's the same regional ministers beja ketua 12,773 Ghana cedis 6 pesos. Samsung deputy ministers beja ketua 14,826 Ghana cedis yet so by 20%. And the deputy ministers almost 20% no 2,965 Ghana cedis 20 pesos. It say deputy ministers aketua 11,860 Ghana cedis 8 pesos. Sa pepepe. Na okay can you nabo ma 2022 budget allocation for MMDCs. And so abane chese ade a wate so allocation sika e dey come increase ni nkuru nketu ampuntuo na tima kosa ban so wate so by 20%. And inti sika na nka ban so dey ekono 908 million Ghana cedis 406,959 abane chese wate so inti sika ban ate so no 181,681 Ghana cedis 391 Ghana 0.8 pesos egu achire na se senti sika aban so de koma MMDC so mo fa mo ho bra mpuntu djuma mo pe bia no ebe 726 million 725,567 Ghana cedis 2 pesos sa pepepe na esite potential amount to be saved from ministers and MMDC salaries and fund ayate so by 20%. So the city and aban sika was saving was saying nyina no ebe 181,991,606 Ghana cedis 2 pesos. Na say abano cost was so wetimi akate no e betimi amount no. This government is saving Ghana sika 181 million Ghana cedis akitia watete so kekere na yanhwe finance minister na ni kasa o kasa eri nyina no yamo no tofafa na yemfa ho foni emfa nkyero se de Ghana sana hene kenofurata esi echire mu eho so nhyehyɛ ahodo aban ede agwa measures taken to mitigate hardship in Ghana, hardship in the economy, said the finance minister. We will revise the EVAT, the e-commerce and e-gaming initiative by the end of April. Mwa mubo game, mwa mudija online no. Abai chese mosos moto no be review April no kwa na wi ede na ode honsam ede aba. Let's move on quick na yehwe de toaso. There will be 50% cut in the fuel coupon allocations for all political appointees and head of government institutions, including state-owned enterprises, SOEs. No. And the ministers, the government appointees, V8 muko programs are hold wise and munto fuel 3 hours, 4 hours. No program as in any engines so air conditions so because on tofu you see at 50%. Ya teso nti mukwa no madumujano said the UK for can say proverbs be more can say penny wise pound foolish just say usika dos wa onwen ho kire wa na wo dwen they see at teso 50% it mention so far. Government has imposed moratorium on all foreign travels except pre-approved critical statutory travels. Abanche say there as well for no etukwan aban de tabono e de atoso gise aban no de nsa hyase a prenso ansa na wetimi akọ te mu amokwa na pdm 18,000 20,000 no say the aban sika na nyina ye service ka yento ase na hwe a hia hodo aban de agu akwa mu ebio say government conclude measures to eliminate ghost workers from government payroll by end of December 2022. Where there is a finance minister na say we wan kankra na ide. O ghost dey bia we ghost names. Dey bia we ghost names. Ghost names just no atimi ayi. Enti utimi nyi nti wentimi fe ani meto so. E come the Ghana for petrol board so as we be in Samadin. Na hwan ni Saman no. Government will prioritize ongoing public projects over new projects. Abai say afa de enuma na wa sha ase dada no. And no because what was it that say obesha ase de so abobo form na ne ate say Accra Psychiatric Hospital yes see e bibubu ni ase ne foforo a sha ase e honsam se pacho se sika ni ho a mamu nkobungu because la general hospital ye bubugu ye hu ba bi honsam akwa say government will reduce expenditure on all meetings and conferences by 50% effective immediately. About conferences ahodo omo ye sika omo de ko ho twati ni ye yese ni de we fa no aban so what so by 50% immediate effect is a chance ni ya aban crash as dada sa pepepe ana minister na dia tuja. President Akufo-Addo has absolutely no intention to roll back on a major policy like free SHS. So man pin another Akufo-Addo nya na adwen so obetwe asan free SHS no betimi atwe asan yen ka say aban twen san aban si review, so we want to know what review na mo kan no ye pese hu sire sitie free SHS na do pompo wontimi twen san free SHS has come to stay. Whether the government likes it or not, a bank cannot withdraw. Nobody can withdraw free SHS. Nemo ye pese who say ye review ni making it better, ye money improve it. Say the beya a bit me abwa then ye matimi akoye. Government approved the ministers and head of state-owned enterprise to contribute to cut of 30% of their salaries from April to December 2022. Already my catch is at 20%. Now 30% is free. Mabu account touch 20%. How much are you cutting? Now you're talking about 30%. Okay, so 30% which na de hun kuntabu ebesa ede abrojes ebe ya ni nyina yem fan service ka we and some finance minister and ready to dwane bie. Yet was we will begin the implementation and collection of the revised property rate by end of April. Japade property rate ahodo no aban say April no kwa na wie the normal revised normal shase ajeje. Ene if you rap what to them 100%, 50%. If you rap untua tax, sika omuje no kopɛ 2 bedroom e wa Accra ha 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. Waje so untua takum famfam. Aba mo nko na mo nkoji sika ne bi na betimi abo papa. Enti we finance minister ensema de tudwa last one ode atudwa na say no we ni enhyehyɛ a aban so de egu akwam na mmom petrol bo no so aban kyerɛ sɛ eyade a wahwehwehwan so kakra at least ebekɔ form kakra enu ochira ne de na mo amuni mathematics no makeka ne nyina bom ne ehu how much a yebete de feed a liter of petrol and I say diesel so ne ehu how abetimi affected the economy either positive or negative ne de hu nkotambo so etimi de abantu weni anamo a aban kyese watimi etu a wo hwe so betimi aboa emesi kasem etimi akoye woni aban ya adwen ana ne aban nya adwen aban na moto atu hwi se kwan bi so ne ade betimi aboa yen ama se bi obana Ghana sikasem pempeso adu na etimi asoro gina ne na so ana se obi kan ye for populism yen kana chese ye say ye bibi nanso ye hu hwe no onso betimi akere wadwumbe adwuma de ekoso ewo ye WhatsApp line da ase no test na fabre anase comment on Facebook live streaming no ba be kan sa na kenka de ma me di sama honto ye ntwe honto ye ba ye nua kafui amega eni kabi enso so ewo ha ne keke na Asia na Thursday e be so ja ye to ade abasisia Abusia for esa ma akwa babie de ba Amanyosem dwumadie so original TV mi no ka se mpanyefo adwomadwa ye nia kafui amega national communication team member edema MPP sanso and ye nia Kenneth Kabusi national communication team member edema the opposition National Democratic Congress mpanyefo mienu enene ye bedi nkomo ye de nyina fa se de sikasema kodu ne anamo abai etu se beboa anase entumi mua ho nkomo twetwe na megu so ameka wo se WhatsApp number under screen so betimi asend o comment de aba sanso na live Facebook live streaming so obetimi asend o comment de abrani akenkan ade amakafui akwaba afi cha paso so afi nkometu afi ye afi o se men 90 megu so da ho so wo so adwuma dos e say appointment ne ye do ko eye e kan say bunu is now Hanoso now ha e say the o ye adwuma o say ye Ghana adwuma and I nyam for official appointment the Ghana adwuma ne ye okay Kabu menya official pa afi ngo betu ye na afi si enhia na share ne share pa o ye share na onkrata bebrebe de usua ko o bisa mi say me kokota na me see dem me ko appeal me ko appeal okay yen shan komo na say Kafui yes minia finance minister nsemo a wokan ye the omanpeni nanado aka the council of state for so mo ye e kwambe so na eboa remedy the situation we missisi ordinary Ghanaian trot for boy cost petrol boy cost city depreciation kwambe na faso asobe yo same 12 minutes first me da se bebre na mafa sa kwanya we so achia Ghana for majimra o mo hwen ena wie anwumre echi o mu nyina machia me party mu mpanifo na machia me mpeso aso Atiwa East constituency ho na me kwakodi constituency chairman me chi o mu nyina same ye ba be campaign ama no for am campaign manager why we near we same mate same de tia ne se finance minister kasa na the underlying factor of the issue say yajitu say oman no emuayedin yajiatu say oman no eniema ekọ sene enye se ekono enti no e de ahokyere aba oman ni it is underlying factor ayi nyina ya appreciate na yajitu say eye niema bi ene de saa enko eni
Sajina Bia, we ababedu. And Yamano, the Dikai, ye, confidence and semi year by ye, and at the Tosum, you know, a young Kabianshim, a sa, a queen, I also Ukraine, and then Russia and Tokantoke. I do how about we are singing. And ne ohwe ohawa ewo hormo a enya obakofo na enya eyiwiase nyina na enya ne nsem enti no na eyese otenase na wo hwe wa wo fie enema a ekoso ensem ben ade ben na betumi aya ebetumi de akomudwo kakra abretemamufo amatemamufo nso enya ahoto kakra de etoso bi wa ya nhye ankamu bi eyese ye in 2022 akomabo sika nyina in November last year edikoto parliament anim na ekodu mire bi na kwaye pintem parliament se enya ade obeje saa ya akomabo sika ni nyina atum especially levy ananke de ba eye home grown policy a eno no eho nsem akwakoye bebre a ye hwe anim se bi a entonkosisi ye bewura second quarter no na ebia na parliament agiatum na ede akomudwo kakraba enu nti no aban tenase a wo hwe sane ensem ne kono on the 17th last Thursday ye twemu ekusi ne kwasi ada so no aban ye se yenkoye cabinet retreat ewo peduase na yenwenwe ensem ya ye koehu na yenhwe kwan ye betumi afa so a ye betumi abeso Ghana fo mu kakra na ohawo ne oye ne bebribe a ye koso yi yatumi asia no enu nti no emra ye baaye no ekokoba ne say okay Minister of Finance any Minister of Energy enhia players in the industry no mo hwe kwan a se petrol ne ye hwe so a ye betumi ahwinhwan so kakra ama Ghana fo ho atumi atowon kakra na ye ma Bank of Ghana so nkonkohwe sa inflation ho nsensem ne niema ayekoso a betumi ama Ghana sikasem Ghana sika no etumi afa ne ho na etumi agira brane kakra na osan share finance minister say onsan enko nachi na onko dwendwen nsem amuka no nyina na omo ne tofa na ansane na wotwi bekọ awiye no na onfa ensem no emeto Ghana fo enno enene honorable Kenuforiata eyeye na ni nyina tofa bo ni nyina ne say ye hwe petrol nsensem ni petrol ya taxes bi wo so asese ya ban na adwen say obetwetwe asensen kakra ama Ghana fo komo atumi ahenhan won se ba fango ho nsem a wonim se fango ho nsem yi edwadie ho nsem no bebre eye OMCC a mkofa fango yi bai ehunu hu dwa bebre ansana osan ba bi aban se mehwe sika mi di tua yen aye hoka eni sika ye di tua aban enyumafo ka meka ne sa na chese omo ye civil service omo nka ho but they say government appointees omo aban ya hye da form no ma mo adwuma no ye hwe sa nkofo nyina ye ntio maketua so hu 30% na Ghana we no allowance kakra entumi mem se nso no ye de tabo ato akwantuo nyina so se obia no wa obetumi atu kwan so obetu kwan a na ya akwantuo a ehia enye se bia owo obi o ne seniti ne hwene ne nsa ene ne sekran ne ya oso yo Dubai no asesa ne nanfofo nyina na ode oma kɔ na ɔkɔ akɔsɔ ɔmo yare saa ne yema ni nyina ban sɛ ye de tabo ato so enti no ntumi nkɔ wobɛtena kurum ha no wayɛ adwuma no wasa ho yare enti saa me yiri nua me yira danfo yenkɔ Dubai ne yenkɔ nkɔ gye ni yenkɔ nkɔ di emu aban kɔ ansɛm nyina saa ne yema ni nyina yɛ twam enti no sane ebɛyɛ Ghana fo ye ho betumi ahenhan ye enti na ye sane yema ye nyina enti no sɛ wo hwɛ enhyehyɛ aban de aba ye de agitum sɛ ɛyɛ ne papa so na emom no aban so asan de bibi ba sɛ ye hwɛ omo asɛbe ye tue omo ka na omo komu ahenhan won na anu nti no ye se ye obibi wo hɔ no a ye frɛ no betting omo asɛbe omo tuwe no aban sɛ ye bɛgye to kakra wo ho na eno nso yatumi anya sika kakra na ye de ahwehwɛ aban we mu na ye hwɛ ye sika semi a aban so de no ho dom asukɔ na ye hwɛse ye benya 2 billion dollars na ye de aba be hye wo manim na nya se ye ba beto awuro manim o de ye de ba be ne se omo fa fango omo kra fango de ba no ye sika ye de ba be hye mu se ne be ya opɛ dollar no kwasi buroni sika no e de akwa akofa saa enwona ba obetumi yenya no hare so dollar no betumi kuta no say any can say
the basic question is ordinary Ghanaian like me how Kwame na benefited from that $2 billion.
Sami won't say ordinary Ghanaian like you and which abane say you would your nkrofo friend hoarding say you can say obi de bibi sia na che say akwa and yes what bobo no say see me no wa ha say no wonim say dollar no ni cedi no da bia na rate no na esesa enti say wo cedi kura de akoto dollar to ho say sa dollar ne kita wo edin say odi bekodwa so say wo kwa akosesa no akwa akodi enti ye kan say wakoto sika ne de asia ehun hia wo say a dollar could do 8 point something and 7 point something omo ye sa de ni nyina no e be start ye jamu enti say wo start jamu a so omu set aside to ton because we say one ton in terms of scan be say enti so start jamu a there will be availability in the market and they ahonhare beba ebema inflation so akofom anu nti na ye hwe na ye say ma ye increase monetary policy rate no by 25% basic points now you are free 15% akọ 17.5%. As a kire ne say sika bebre as sika kakra ya ba o manim enti no se ya niema ehun ya ya din no wo behwe no na sika abu o manim kakra na nso wo pade ato na wunya eba saa na ed inflation in eba edi we na ekọ ha nti no se wo strengthen saa we ne kakra na ama saa besia bo bebrebe no nso atumi akọ kakra na interest rate yaka say treasury bill rate eno so abanya tumi apejamu kakra eba sa na chese nkorofo so enyo pepa say no se mo sika bi da ho na me mfa nya hwe te sese ne emi nua kabuye ba na wo kan say o 300,000 bi say why na adwen so pese o de koto treasury bill rate into the cost of treasury bill na chese wo bo aban bi se ye bank ma na yedi wo fichire eno no into o 300,000 bi o pese o de koto treasury bills na okoto treasury bills no eba sa na chese wo bo aban besia enti eno no ye will be wo your short term ye will be your medium term na ye will be wo no ye long term that's usually 1 year near kind of long term and na 6 months no a medium na short term near 3 months but usually aban stagger rate ni sa na chese wetumi ayewe enti we ye nhihye bi a aban ede ba ebema ye ho hare yen kakra yen ka se be hare yen bebre but ye de san hihye no ba na kakra na ama oman ni mu atumi apagya na ahonhan aba na enyina ye ho atumi aso enu nti no ade ba akọ aban de ba say cars aye be import aba oman mu ha no se ye de tabo ato so enti uya aban adwuma bi a wontumi nto cars emfa ma oman ni mu bio se ni ye de tabo ato so
se free na ko ye hu se mkrofo twi V8 to it because ye nye to it awagana ha because already in 2022 Land Cruiser models are government officials
afena abandi we naba o hwe cut no kra no a from February 2022 and it means that from February 2022 government workers salary no yes slashing by 30% and as say o de tabo ato so say o kase wie no a obi a o kra cars de aba o memu ne de say e free na de ko no e out ntumi mfamba so entino se abedu de dana wuyi a different na afa na wode ba de a kura ntumi mfamba
yenhwe issues are o ma raise one say imported car say they will say kan say mo bia ankra car mframa no ne mfamba yanka say yen to cars na emo men kra mframa no ne mfamba obetimi ato na emo mto no Ghana ha de aba na pese o kire no second was say foreign travels swafo akwantu just critical na yama kwanse otimi to anse watimi eto okay ghost names samedi ye be ye film okay how does ghost names ekwa yi betimi solve this situation say nim ghost no dia why are we still living with them why are we still paying them say nim ghost no how does it affect me can say impact be benya we ongoing project so now abane person che wa ban person che say all this we no nim say we so prioritize ongoing project na always say we say or cut sword for fufro or cut sword fufro ye ka say agenda 111 and asem meba conference amoyama cut cost by 50% 30% salary cut no be my 181 million Ghana cedis okay e-commerce taxes and a new tax on a 50% coupon we free say all these measures the government today are to kwame and the kind of economic distress that you will see ebetimi asesa eniama ebesesa eniama for how long and the yenhwe anim say ebetimi anya positive impact on Ghanaians economy.
Minu ya meda ase bebre. Sa measures ya ye dia be. Eye measures a wa watena se na wati ho amwa feel say sa tie wuti ho no wanya atenka no. Enu nti na ye atwe ye ho afiri niam bi. Wa hu say aban ba yi ene pa ya ye. Ama ohaw ye global we na ekata so. So eniam ni bi ye say wo hwe automobile space no a say yetumi strengthening automobile space ne say car assembling plants no be ba omo assembly cars enti no those opportunities na wo ho no let's utilize them enu nti ne say am ayen crackers mabio hwe me nua wo ha no mo a ma me nyusu speaker of parliament for example
1 minute
no adu Dubai because what is wo bowa na so sign taraj no de omoko enti no all these things you huni say enya de beboa me nua so say ye ka de eye ramp up
because finance minister akotena abrochire for months state of can say budget ko antima me ready majority leader honorable Seche Mensa Bonsu na no so krata ne nam wiem speaker nkoane government official okwama no kwaja ya hwe
me nua say wo ka finance minister na wo ka Seche Mensa Bonsu oye majority leader na wo de atoto ho the frequency won obi ohono a sese no de waba abedu no na aye we ya aba abeda ho nti no say yusu ano be yusu no enti aban sese no kra the o say me ta no de yas mache no o say yem fata abonto so except say ehuhia won enye sa hospital kono nko a
e bia wo say president ya ono so ya na behwe no
minua o say ye de atoso ama wo bia because we have what it takes to handle it here.
Okay. Kabu,
yeah.
The same 12 minutes. Abana sacrifice it, was sacrificing a salary, was sacrificing even conferences a whole hour year, even cars also to a timia sacrificing Nina Kwampa beneficial to me at the Abwa. In your view, if we say a bit my antidote to the current situation,
I say, Menya, Mamifa a platform we so enter the good people of Ada. Mami do kuju odieni nene kake pim oye me chairman me chair John Dramani Mahama ena the leadership of NDC menya their finance minister Ibekan is much ado about nothing. Yes, much ado about nothing. So let me start with the importation of cars. Yes, see or say nobody should import car, but you can buy the car inwardly. It implies say ya common MPP new contract say kofa cars embra na yento ewo Ghana. You've done nothing. I was expecting the government say henceforth don't buy any car. Don't buy any car. Use the current cars I want. But I say don't import.
And definitely be a me person me government official na me Toyota Land Cruiser. I mean to me importing name me ko Toyota Ghana me.
Very good. That's simple. That's simple. You've done nothing. Much ado about nothing. Or can be about go sleeps. I quite remember in 2019. The vice president, the normal concert party lecture nibi. And I can say they've removed about 75% of go sleep 2019. The vice president they can. So we are left with only 25%. And for the past 3 years now, still the ghost name of 25% is still there. Or say this year, Ombeyi the ghost name. So they knew the ghost sleeps. That was your payroll. So into Ombeyi, yeah, sure. Prioritized ongoing projects. I think this is part of our state policy. Say every government so bar ongoing project. So we. Now so MPP for buy, we knew what they did. Omo abandoned all projects. John Dramani Mahama started here. And omo ye omo there. I think omo who say no. The omo ye no. Excuse me to use the word. Because I quite remember MPP for Ebano. Okay, this cocoa route. It cost by then it was costing us about 5 billion. MPP complained about 5 billion for cocoa routes. As we know, Kasa and Sisiano, MPP had given about 12 billion contracts of cocoa routes to themselves. 13 billion. Into where the hypocrisy comes from. Another area, okay, or see conferences 50% cut. They will cut the cost of all conferences by 50%. Then, Sami, it implies MPP are just almost real. Sami, they ain't in Kasa. A conference is a conference. Because assume say me a conference that can take about nipa to say 100, and the cost is about 50 Ghana cedis. If you see say this is what a number no, what you can say I should reduce the number. For example, if I'm supposed to invite diplomats, who am I supposed to invite and whom not to invite? Say you're cutting all those functions and we know about 50%, and then imply there's something wrong somewhere. MPP for and country. And okay, another way say they are reducing the salary of government workers by 30%. Am I right? 30%. I quite share John Dramani Mahama ni time. Okati the salaries of the MPs and ministers. And Odiko see about 124 tip compounds.
10% cut.
Yes. Odyssey about 124 tip compounds. During that time everybody was happy. The economy was doing good by then. Okati Odyssey a tip compound Eddie Magana for. Until you've done nothing. Look, another area almost can say moratorium placed on foreign travels. 2019, this issue came out. 2019. Moratorium on foreign travels by 2019 to the extent say you see every obia or person to kwano unless the approval of the chief of staff. What have happened? So we are bringing the 2019 back to 2022 because more the measures we buy more and so because more feel say yes, who are they? We will do what we pleases us. Another area also 50% fuel coupon to appointees. I think it's laudable. It's laudable now. So you say, "Sika hina odi more at the end of every month," because then we can do the arithmetic that surrounds it. Because some people can tell me say a minister onim say this much no, these are the program at stake. My year tabulation meaning say it will cost him like this. May manu the exact and now may manu full own use or the money girlfriends and now the money side chicks. These are issues that need to be addressed, and I think it makes more sense. 25% fuel margin from April. Maybe say which of the margin? Are you talking about only the taxes? As you say, only the taxes on fuel now. The taxes in Ukambuma is about 1 cedi 20 pesos on a liter. So what have you done?
So 1 cedi 20.
1 cedi 25 or 28 pesos, yes, on a liter.
Okay.
Oka taxes ebuma. It's 1 cedi 20 something pesos. Until the 25% of that one, you've done nothing. I was expecting say the government back country and say because of a prudent measures or the ban, about 3 billion with measures or the buy. We are going to cushion a Ghanaians to the extent say we are giving them even 25% on 1 liter. 1 cedi 50 pesos. Okay, 1 cedi 50 pesos, 25% on 1 cedi 50 pesos. It's much ado about nothing. Because as we speak, a gallon, a liter is 10 cedis. A liter is
above 10 Ghana.
It's 10 cedis. If I say 10 cedis, and so a gallon is 45 Ghana cedis. And a liter is also 1 cedi 50 pesos. If 1 cedi 50 pesos happen to be the 100% of this, into the 25% of we know, it's about do even 50 pesos. And do 50 pesos. So what have the government done? You've done nothing. You've done seriously nothing. And say I will say the 25%, assuming everything being equal, whatever I'm 50 pesos. It implies that I call the pumper, it's going to cost me about 9 cedis, 50 pesos instead of the 10 cedis. What has the government done? I was expecting, look, our main problem happened to be the depreciation of our cedi. That takes about 45% of our total build-up. That's 45% of our total build-up. We had the normal calculation, like 45%. And they said, well, you've tackled the foreign exchange now. that will give you more money for the people to be cushioned. And now, question maybe someone say, what's the use of the stabilization levy? You introduce here, and this introduce here. It's for it to cushion Ghanaians in terms of these difficulties. Yeah, job about $250 million in a stabilization fund. As we speak, stabilization levy had given MPP an amount over 2 billion Ghana cedis. 2 billion Ghana cedis. Into 2 billion Ghana cedis to MPP form the year then. Some say they've used to be for a budget. Now budget to go share they use only 1 billion. 1 billion, the rest of the 1 billion were here. Say our consolidated account. Who could take you consolidated account as we speak today? It's only 300,000 a week. So the rest of the 700,000 These are issues I was expecting the finance minister to tell the good people of Ghana. Say, because of ABCD, there are some issues we've tackled and
finance minister Kasol Kanche say NDC for smoke can be never do some purpose. There was some more rejection. Reject e-levy. And no, I'm a confidence in the economy by investors. I call for crack will be na ratings. Etimi I call from rating, so I call from na cost city depreciation.
If a finance minister or can say is because of the e-levy, the confidence of investors cut down. Can't say either he's not studying his notes or he's been deceived by Kofo. The confidence with the international community started deteriorating since 2019. And yet 2022. And MPP people should take Ghanaians for they should give Ghanaians some respect. Because ultimately can't because of the e-levy. Now we are more sika bebre and and not because they wanted to use e-levy as the same collateral use the other statutory funds be for collateral now. Because look, why should I give you about almost here about 6.something billion? You issue the same rate of 1.75. Almost here about 6.9 billion on e-levy. Now maybe someone say, e-levy for what? E-levy for what? Somebody should explain. I need a better explanation on that. My explanation somebody bad say e-levy bema obiabe contributing into the public purse in terms of taxation. And I mean, sometimes it be almost say, assume say me kita misika physical cash ekoto ade obi krani wallet as ka wom no because the person is transacting it through the electronic way now. The person needs to pay about 1.75, the same cost of it. It doesn't make sense to me. So please, Mrs. Finance Minister, the reason international communities almost feel safe. The finance minister and the deputy are so much interested in all Euro bonds. So the people are saying, why should the finance minister? Now, Pacha say this thing happen in another jurisdiction. The finance minister and the deputy will still be in office today. Absolutely no. Now, so say, you won't say, look, the finance minister is getting something from deals all you know. Into almost say, why should it be so? And Ghanaians are not complaining, especially journalists are not complaining. Until they first said, no, Ghana is not safe under the leadership of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his appointees. Because look, for example, Omkodi about 13 billion, that was Euro bond. Assume you say you have almost 3% as transaction advisors. Ken Oforiatta and Dubai. They've taken about $390 million from the good people of Ghana.
1 minute.
Because of what have they done.
1 minute. So if we say sacrifice a president and appointees, make it by cutting their salaries, 50% fuel coupon, reduce conferences, expenditure. So if we say enough.
I don't.
We say dear Nankamua, Kawobe at this particular moment.
I am so much happy about the betting. The betting side. I'm so happy because look. For example, this ones are call the small bus. Oko bar bimo, we say this small machine bill who you see kashima, then they will just pick the returns at Eba. They had about 1,700 or 1,800. Ewa Ghana. That belongs to Chinese. Assume say a small arithmetics. Say that 1,700 no a day, about 30 Ghana cedis. Times 30 days, about 900 Ghana cedis. Multiply the same 900 Ghana cedis times 1,800 AUA. You are getting about 2.something million Ghana cedis a month. Multiply the same 2.something million Ghana cedis a month times 12, about 26 or 27 million Ghana cedis. That a Chinese ne, he repatriate those amount to his country. So where are you going? Me say, look, why can't we stop some loopholes be able? State-owned enterprises. Me say they are cutting almost salaries about 30. You've done nothing. State-owned enterprises, they've made a loss of over 5 billion Ghana cedis. State-owned enterprises are MPP for Edano. We've lost an amount over 5 billion Ghana cedis. And so you are maintaining those people at those offices. What are they bringing? Because the key performance, so ukoye ejuma ewo bibia. More the key performance areas are you are supposed to sign. Assuming you are not able to meet those key areas now, you will be fired. Now, so under President Nanato, 5.something billion state-owned enterprises lost are omoye, and so you are maintaining them. Then it implies that you have something doing. For example, Mamima Bibi about the COVID type. Yenfa Bibi say this for frontier. Omoye COVID test. Ewo Ghana the minister said they had no knowledge about it apart from the president. The Unim said the frontier belongs to the friend of the president, Benedict Peters. President, the best friend. Or the man Unim Ska in 2020 COVID. Samano Benedict Peters Enya frontier Omunya $16.202 million. Omuma Ghana 1.7 million. Omuma 10%. 2021. Omuye $94.824 million. Ewa Ghana. And the president Omuma Ghana airport 9.482 million Ghana cedis. 10% of what they got. Into some people are just taking it out of the country now. You are supposed to hold them responsible.
Okay.
Look, planting for food and job. Or say on then planting for food and job. Look, another area I felt say we've made the biggest mistake is planting for food and job. Planting for what was the motive of planting for food and job? For us to have enough yield to export.
Yes.
So as I speak to you, are we exporting food outside this country?
A big question. I mean, can message Kakrana Fe. I'm like, Aaron or Sergeant for us. We live to see them. What they will say. God bless Mother Ghana for hardship. How can? So Yanko Ghana, what trouble? Anyway, my man Adam Maraka, where you can see keep the good work. Me that's mammy. Yenya, Nambia Damba was the most difficult thing to do in Ghana is to defend MPP and Akufo-Addo. Now, Kafu Ede. Is it difficult?
No,
Mr. Abato say, Honto, the fiscal measures announced by the finance minister are knee-jerk reaction. He announced pay cut to appointees, which will eventually amount to 20% revenue increase, and that will give government 31 billion. However, 37 billion deficit is sitting on government books, so that will reduce the 6 billion out. Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, together with Ken Ofori-Atta, are going to borrow $2 billion to pay interest of 1.6 billion on bond. What it means is that there is no remedy to stop dollar from chasing the cedi and escalating forward prices. Hereto, experts expect hardship in the coming days. God save Ghana. Yenu Musa Abatwa, or so the projection day Abadano. Now, Kafi, where do we go from here? Because Ghana for share nimu, the way I see president and the cabinet could share the policy blah 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 blah. With this fuel percentage, I'm so much fuel and so no. Is it enough say about compare public transport operators to reduce trotro fare? Is it enough to compare them?
So me that's I think say from the Awuken government have sat down wahwe ekwan ye be fa so a yebetumi ahwe ne yetumi aso petrol ekɔ n'anim yi asene. We have had a government no we share bi pain a share wo share bi no na owa ahoden ne se obetumi di oman no asiye minua se ohwe that time the call ya na ohwe se ne yom chichire yom nsem adisi wa ni nyina be chire opefe hawa na omuhu kwan yom be faso a ombeti fa ebuman no. We admit there are challenges. Aban atumi aba up clearly aba be catch there and say ekwan ya efa so ni se me so masen 1 cedi 50 pesos on fuel by reviewing certain taxes. He come out clearly to tell you say what catch him say you knee-jerk reaction naturally and Germany see how people are struggling even for sunflower oil, and now call Egypt there is a cut on even flour wheat because Russia is no more bringing it. It's a global issue.
The finance minister Aken Chini policy or there to is coming from the Ghana. Is there any need for vice president the Yebeki P and another suspect say next month the vice president is also going to address Ghanaians on the economy? Minia.
Uncle For say, you see, Adia Bakwe Menijini say they have seen the vice president as potent and credible.
Okay.
In all face of it. Oh, that is what is even the ex-president John Dramani Mahama. Okay. Because that is why he's asking say, Vice President, because we want to hear you talk. Okay. Because they've seen him as potent and credible. And he said, he will now come and tell you why your fundamentals were weak. Why this time, even if you see these reactions, so, me are building it up.
Where is the potency of the vice president at this current state of the city depreciation?
This current state of the city depreciation, we are faced with two major crises. When they were faced with crises that were internal, it was full of mismanagement.
Okay.
And until what's a sound call, and what's a sound Crawfordium course in Jebano? You run and you went to IMF. What's a meeting with US about? Deputy Finance Minister.
Don't you think say maybe if the Vice President maybe the Vice President will also announce other since on the head of economic management team in Ghana for bit man
MPP had no hope in Baumia.
Why?
Because look.
He's the head of economic management.
Yes. But then he left Yasema Ebaye. But then he went to your friends in P7. And all kind of say there's no need for taxation of e-levy.
He spoke as a vice president, as individual.
Look. The head of the economic management team. But then he's not an ordinary man. He's the vice president, and he's still the vice president. It is a vice president who is the head of the economic management team. Abe Kansa as a mayor. That was in 2020. Please. Unless I bet me I can't say by then they say only the fool doesn't change his mind. And by then he was a fool.
No. He live in
Assume he said that's what he wanted to say. Master, he live it's only MPP for Namutia.
Okay.
Because you don't want to know.
I was expecting. Look. In 2020.
You don't want to know. 2022 budget
35.
If you are talking about compensation,
look,
we are
if a president
your mismanagement
about workers. A whole president. The vice president.
That is what you want to hear.
We don't want to even listen to
educate you.
He had nothing to offer. He had nothing to offer.
That is what we are enjoying now.
Well, Alan Cash call for. Yes, we should blame Baumia. Alan Cash.
Baumia na